Okay, so we're going to cover how to submit files using a Dropbox. So we have an assignment, an electronic assignment. The students can work on it, and how can they submit it online? And this is actually a part 2, because in the last video we've posted our learning goal and success criteria, and the assignment that they're going to download, edit, and then re-upload is here. And there's also a video that they can watch to help them do it. What we want to do is let them hand it in online, and that's using a Dropbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that in a new tab by right-clicking, and we'll see here I don't have any Dropboxes, so I'm going to make one. I'm going to say new folder, and I'm going to call it the net worth assignment Dropbox. So every time I want them to hand in an assignment, it's going to be another Dropbox. And that way, they don't have to title the assignment a certain way. They're all in the net worth assignment Dropbox. It asks me to put it in a category. Unit 1 is good. And we see I can make it a grading item. I can even give it an out of, so I can put a mark to it. So I'll say it's out of 100. And then that way I can give it electronic feedback back when after it's handed in. And for instructions, I'm going to put the instructions on the news page, but there's nothing stopping me from putting the instructions again here. So I'm done, save and close. Now I go back to my course home, and we'll see I actually want them to be able to hand it in right here. So they download it, edit it, work on it, and then hand it in right here. So I'm going to edit with this little down arrow. And I'm going to say hand in, and I might put down when they have to hand it in by there. And then I say, please, when you have completed the assignment, please hand it into this Dropbox. Or actually, why? Please hand it in here. So I'm going to highlight this. So hand it in here, I want to be blue. They click on that and they can hand it in. So I'm going to make a link. So it's the insert quick link tool. Click. And when it comes up here, there's a whole bunch of things I can link to. A URL is like a web page, so if I wanted to go to Google, I could use that. But I want them to go to a Dropbox. So I click the Dropbox tool. And the Dropbox I want, all the ones I've made will show up here. So the net worth assignment, that's what they're handing in. Insert. And it says, well, what do you want it to say? And I say, hand it in here. And so whatever I type there is going to be blue. And so it says, hand in. When you have completed the assignment, please hand it in here. And that's in blue. And so now I'll scroll down. I'll hit update. And I'll go back to my course home. And we'll see we've got a pretty functional post here. We've got the learning goal, the success criteria. We've got the document for them to download. We've got a place for them to hand it in. Now, I'll show you what it looks like. If the teacher clicks hand it in here, remember, this is the teacher's view. They can see what students have handed in. So we see the students in my class, Jack and the Beanstalk hasn't handed in, Mary Little Lamb hasn't handed in, and Alice in Wonderland hasn't handed it in yet. But once they have handed it in here, it'll appear here, and I can give them feedback and give them the mark. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to pretend to be a student. So my role is going to be a student. Change role. So we'll see now when a student clicks hand it in here, they're presented with a different view. It says add a file. So they can add a file. And now hopefully they've completed this assignment, they've worked it out, and they hit upload. So it's up there, and now under comments they might say, thank you, Mr. Russo, for taking this assignment in late. And then they can hit submit. So they're going to get a confirmation that they've handed it in. And if I go back as a teacher, I've got to switch back. we'll see that if I go to my Dropbox, we'll see that someone's handed it in. And so the comment appears here. This is their file. I can open it and edit it, and I can say grade and leave feedback right here. So that was a little more complicated, but give it a try. See how it works with your students. If you have any questions, as always, you can give me a call or an email. Thank you.